Now I'm down to the last phase of my repair job. I've everything back in place, I've the fence back in place here again, or the table I should say. So now the last thing I have to do is to make sure that the timber running through on the left hand side and the right hand side are exactly parallel. So that's calibration. It must be the same, otherwise we'd have a wedge shaped board. So that's not much good to anybody. So the calibration on the old Wadkins or any of the older machines, I can only speak for the Wadkin in this case, you don't ever alter the head, that's fixed. It's always the table you alter. So there's a Wadkin had a beautiful idea of splitting the rise and fall bar, the drive bar, into two parts so that you can calibrate it left or right to bring up or down whatever you need to do. Whichever arm is out, or whichever way you want to look at it. So you can rise one or drop the other. It's the same thing. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So what I do is I just get out one piece of timber, cut it into maybe 3 foot lengths, run one independently there through. I drop the rollers down to neutral, by the way, keep them flat so the timber isn't being impeded by the rollers at all. So we run them through, might start with 30 millimeters. I send this one through, I wait for that to come out before I send this one through. When I do that, I can put them together and I can see, I can measure them, I can put my vernier calipers on them, or I can just feel them by hand and I'll know the differential between the two of them. So they have to be absolutely perfect. Now I've already got the calibration finished. The reason I'm putting it on camera last is because to do the calibration on camera would just take too long. So what I do is just a technique I use is I put a white pencil line across the two rings there, the two discs, and what I do is open the bowl stem and I calibrate, turn one left or right, whichever way I want to go, depending on which way I want to rise this one or drop that one, or vice versa. So I just worked, the right hand one here was higher than this one here, so in other words just deeper cut here than a shallower cut here. So this one I worked on the right arm to go up. So you do a bit of calibration, you'll see the marks there, they'll separate the marks. You might need to move it maybe 3/4 of a rotation to get a half a millimeter. So you do that, you mark a new horizontal line on it again, tighten up your bolts, send the timbers through individually again, and then keep doing that until such a time as you have it down to microscopic, down to what you think is the perfect fit. So you can do it, or the perfect size. So in my case, you can feel them, and that's great because touch is a great